Welcome to SVG-TV's news for Wednesday, September 16, 2015. I am Rochelle Batiste with the details. Educator and community activist Otto Sam says he feels vindicated that the Court of Appeal upheld a High Court ruling against the government over his 2010 transfer as a teacher to the National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO. Speaking to SVG-TV News earlier today at his home in North Union, Sam gave a background to the case, which he says was a blatant victimization as he was being pushed around for speaking up on issues in the country, particularly as it relates to teachers, as the former president of the Teachers Union. He says the ruling by the High Court, which determined that his transfer was illegal, irrational, and inconsistent with his letter of appointment, proves that justice can be sought.
Well, I used to be really principal of the Lowman Dominican School. Then I was transferred in 2009 to South Rivers Government School. I was transferred from, well, transfer was given a letter and I was assigned to NEMO, which was really an act of victimization. And I was sent to NEMO. Given nothing to do more or less for extensive period of time, then sent on leave in the heart of Hurricane Thomas in 2009, in 2010. So you know that you were really not needed there. So I sort of would have challenged the decision because it was inconsistent with my letter of appointment, etc., etc. And Justice Storm would have ruled on it that the decision was irrational, that no sensible person would have made such a decision, and it was also illegal. It was inconsistent with my letter of appointment, etc., etc. And the government appealed the decision. And the Court of Appeal, yesterday in Grenada, they listened to the case on July 1, 2015 down here. And yesterday, the 15th of September, in Grenada, they handed down, which is a landmark judgment, where they dismissed the government appeal and with cause, and again upheld Justice Storm's decision that my transfer to NEMO was illegal and irrational.
Sam also calls on Vincentians not to feel intimidated and continue to let their voices be heard in instances where there is injustice. He said they must not accept wrong as being right just to appease those in authority.
Most of all, we give God thanks. We give Him the glory. You know, this shows, Sharon, that this is not Putin's Russia. Justice and the law in St. Vincent and again is not like in Venezuela. It's not like in China. It's not like in Russia, where the commander-in-chief virtually decide who he wants to lock down, who he wants to murder, who he wants to take out of bread and butter. So it is important in that sense. It is also important in our community now, which calls wrong right. We do not distinguish between wrong and right anymore. So you're vindictively, wickedly, and a great evil and injustice sent to NEMO, transferred to do nothing. And people said, well, you're getting your salary, worried it. And we you know, even Christians would have said that. So we get accustomed to taking wrong and to take all this wickedness. But, you know, I give God thanks that He gave the courage and the strength, and we never lost focus, and God vindicated again. Because the law, and God and the law, supersedes the idols that we worship here. It supersedes the system that doesn't know right from wrong, because the law is the law, and God is on my side.
A van used by the SVG Green Party to campaign and conduct town hall meetings has been vandalized. The vehicle is parked at the residence of the SVG Green Party leader Ivan O'Neill at Harmony Hall. O'Neill told SVG-TV News he is not deterred nor intimidated by the vandalism. He explained that 2 batteries, 2 rear view mirrors and backlights were stolen from the vehicle, and the police are now conducting an investigation.
They ripped both batteries out. They took off all the wing mirror, the lights, and then they went at the back and ripped out the lights at the back. sheer intimidation. But I want to send a message to those people who think they could frighten Ivan O'Neill. I have lots of discipline and plenty of determination and over 31 years of military training. So don't think you're going to frighten Ivan O'Neill. But they come back again, they will be caught. And when they're caught, I'll know how to deal with them.
O'Neill is of the view that the vandalism was also aimed at slowing down his campaign, as he believes that his party is swaying voters.
I believe that this is, as you said, not just a random act?
No, I don't think it's random stealing or whatever. I believe this is political vandalism. Someone wants to frighten us, or we're touching on their toes, or they feel they don't want the votes to sway. And that's the reason why they want to press SVG Green Party. But we're moving forward. Incidents like this make us stronger and give us the will to go forward. So, but I'm looking out for them when they come back.
There is a need for more activities that encourage Vincentians to embrace and promote their culture. So said Chief Cultural Officer in the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, Anthony Tibbles. Tibbles was speaking at the launch of the 2015 National Heritage Parade and Village yesterday afternoon. He said that his ministry gives full support to the activities, which involves the youth who are getting involved in the process of preserving Vincentian heritage and culture.
And I thank you for the work that you do. This year you have a theme for the parade, We Love We, all things Vinci. I wonder if you realized when you chose that you spoke directly against a very popular calypso that expressed the opposite sentiment. It is good that the development of the National Heritage Organization has seen fit to put this concept into our minds, to give us the positive spin on the idea, to ask us to become conscious of the value of our heritage and to embrace our Vincentianness. I want to thank the sponsors very, very much, because without the sponsorship, these programs do not fly.
Siobhan Stewart, a representative of the National Heritage Organization, said that culture and heritage forms the core of society and embodies the essence of Vincentian existence as a people. She also invites persons to support the upcoming activities.
They are also an extension of our human expression, and today they are also tools of development and a means to enhance human welfare. The National Heritage Organization is committed to actively raising the quality of our interaction with our culture and to be part of the mechanism that strengthens and promotes our awareness of our heritage in new and innovative ways. Prepare yourselves to be inspired and entertained as you learn more about us and what it means to be Vinci.
Another member of the NHO, Melissa York, gave a brief overview of the parade.
Performance points will be at the Kingston Market, the Banfield Gas Station, and the Kingston General Post Office. The parade is scheduled to depart at the shed at 2 p.m. and will flow along this street down to the old Anglican School and turn on to Higginson Street. It will then make its way onto Grenville and Halifax Street and will flow into Heritage Square, where we will end our celebrations with an entertaining concert featuring local artists. On October 20th, we invite all Vincentians to line the streets of Kingston in their national colors to witness a display of true Vincentian pride as we present the 2015 National Heritage Parade. We love we, all things Vinci.
And manager of the St. Vincent Cooperative Bank Limited, a major sponsor of the 2015 Heritage Parade and Village, Levon Velox, says that the bank is pleased to be associated with the event, as it is very important for young people to understand their culture to better plan for their future.
We view this event as a platform for giving our young people an insight into our culture and heritage, which makes us uniquely Vincentian. This is the 4th Heritage Parade, and the St. Vincent Cooperative Bank Limited has been on board for 3 of them. Each year it gets bigger, better, more artistic, more colorful, and without a doubt, more organized. Just as you think the Heritage Committee couldn't top the previous parade, they delve into their bag of tricks and come up with some other jaw-dropping facet to the experience. The Heritage Committee must be applauded for their commitment in ensuring the sustainability of the Heritage Parade, which is an eagerly anticipated event leading up to the nation's independence celebrations. Their efforts are tremendous.
The parade will see a number of cultural ambassadors on floats, including the 2015 Soca and Raga Soca Monarch, Gamal Skinny Fabulous Doyle, who commended the National Heritage Organization for shining the light on Vincentian culture.
You know, I don't have all the details, but once you mention St. Vincent, once you mention heritage, once you utter the words culture to me, I'm automatically interested. So I was invited to be a part of a parade that is going to happen on the 20th of October, where they're going to put me on a float like Mickey Mouse waving, and I am happy to be a part of it. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So this year we did a song called This Island Is Mine, and I'm happy to announce that I will be a part of the parade alongside my brother Randy Small on the float, singing, you can throw 25 cents in the bucket on a pass. But the point is, everybody, St. Vincent is all about culture, it's all about heritage, it's all about St. Vincent independence. So I encourage everybody to come out and just see all that we have to offer.
In other news, the Bible Seniors Fitness Club group launched a magazine yesterday as part of its 6th anniversary celebrations. Speaking at the launching ceremony at French's House, Area Representative and Minister of National Mobilization, Frederick Stevenson, says he is pleased with the work of the organization over the years.
And I want to say I'm very pleased, but a little saddened, pleased that this fitness group is the only one of its kind in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and saddened that other communities have not yet emulated the Bible fitness group. And so today I'm challenging all the other communities in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to get organized. You only need one individual to start, and I'm sure that other things would flow.
At yesterday's event, the group also handed over monies raised in support of the Dominical Relief Fun. The family of Andre Judge Bowen say they are distraught over his death. Bowen was gunned down last night around 9 p.m. in the Gun Hill area where he resided. According to the police, he sustained gunshot wounds to his head and body by an unknown assailant and died on the spot. His mother, Laura Galway, says that she saw her son on Monday, September 14th, and he hugged and kissed her. The mother of 6 says Bowen was her second child and she was at home when she heard of his death. At the time SVG-TV News interviewed Galway, she said that she was unable to see her son as the police were still conducting their investigations and an autopsy was being carried out.
I was home and I heard the gunshot, and I tell my husband, I say, hey there, and then after about 20 minutes after I get the phone call, that is he. But I couldn't believe it's he because how I hear the gunshot, it like move over to low man. So is that why I didn't really, and anytime you see I hear gunshot, I just call his phone.
Well, we know that Judge had his ways. Yeah. He lived a life, as you said before, of ill repute. And he has changed his life around. But how was it? How was it? Did you warn him? Did you actually tell him?
Of course, I always warn him. I say, Andre, you come from a mighty long way. Because you see, and always Andrew always home. I don't know how this thing occurred. I don't know what happened, but only God alone knows, because I always talk to him. So I don't know. Police say I can't see him. I go down the hospital this morning by the mortuary, and they say I can't see him until the police comes. So I satisfied, and I know God is good.
The distraught mother admits that her son lives an infamous life as a wanted man by the police and was involved in several criminal cases. She took the opportunity to warn other persons living notorious lifestyles to ensure that they change their life of violence and make amends.
Any warning to other persons who might be living a life that is?
Well, you know, you have to warn the young people, especially we have some over to Atley Holiday. Every minute and every hour I hear they talking about gun and talking about shooting and talking about these things. So I'm warning the young people, take warning, because it's not a nice road to go down. Because, you know, when you have to live this life and you have to dead without a hope, you know, to cheer the tomb, where shall you spend eternity? Because if you're not, but if you live by the gun, you surely die by it. So that is the warning for young people, take warning, because this is my time. And if they didn't change their life around and live the life to serve the Lord, this is how they will end up and go down. So I'm begging the young people to take warning and come out, put down the weapon of rebellion.
Bowen's daughter, Detrian Belgrave, says she is grief-stricken over the death of her father. She revealed to us that when she saw her father sometime on yesterday, she found it unusual when he told her to stay safe.
Yesterday evening, I went to class. I go to classes, and he called me until we come outside. It was like after 3. After he hugged me and kissed me and gave me the money, and he told me I must be safe. He don't normally tell me that. He don't normally tell me that. He drive off. Next thing, class is over like after 6, so I reached home like minutes to 8 because I went bottom town. And after I asked, and then when my daddy didn't tell me, my father no asked for me there. And when I go home, I just had this feeling, and I'm thinking, is it mommy? I walk call daddy. When my mother didn't have any credit, so I end up and I just go on the bed and I just drop sleep. I just see my father in my dream, and I get up. When I get up, my mom tells me my father's dead, and oh my God. Man, although he have his ways, he always been there for me, no matter what.
In unrelated news, the police have arrested and charged 32-year-old extension officer Ekran Thomas of Ashton, Union Island, with the killing of Arlington Kane of the same address, which occurred on August 1st this year. In other police news, 2 youngsters of Glen have been arrested and charged for the offense of burglarizing the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College at Villa between the 28th and the 30th August 2015. 23-year-old Kimani Antoine and 18-year-old Shane Cabral are accused of entering the educational facility on the date in question as trespassers and depriving same of 1 iPhone, 1 Samsung tablet, and 1 electrical kettle, along with over $43,000 in cash, making a total value of $45,955.01. Antoine and Cabral appeared at the Serious Offences Court today before Chief Magistrate Ration Brown and pleaded not guilty to the joint charge. Chief Prosecutor Adolphus Delpech had no objection to their bail, which was allowed in the sum of $50,000 each with one surety. They were also ordered to surrender their travel documents to the court to report to the Calico Police Station on Mondays and Thursdays between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. and not to leave the state without the express permission of the court. They were also placed on a curfew to be at their homes between 7 p.m. and 6 a.m. until the case is heard on October 12, 2015. Tomorrow, Thursday, September 17, 2015, marks the beginning of the new law year for the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court. To mark the occasion, there will be a church service in Kingston at the Cathedral of the Assumption at 9 a.m., followed by a procession to the High Court where a special sitting will be held. The Chief Justice, her leadership, Dame Janice Pereira, will deliver the opening address to the relevant to the practitioners in the profession on the work of the court and scheduled events related to the profession. Her address will come live from Grenada via simulcast and transmitted throughout the region.